Welcome back, people, to my channel. Today, this is my first voiceover. Um, Usually, I do these time lapses, and I just put music over it and call it a day. But today, I'll try to be a little bit more specific when it comes to my process of um, I don't know, my modeling process, I suppose. So as you can see, we have a cylinder on screen. I inset the lower faces and then I inset it again and I move it up, and therefore I get that uh, nice round shape at the bottom of the, I don't know how are you going to call this, a serum type deal, bottle stuff. I don't know, a bottle. I just got it a bottle. Um, but yeah, uh, as you can see, I mainly use extrudes at this point, and um, and what's it called, and insets, and so on and so forth. Um, as you can see, I also use a very low poly count at the start. As you can see, I have very few faces, and then I work my way up. Usually, at least from what I've heard and from what I've found in my work, it's better. Um, it's a better practice and one that you should implement in your repertoire. I don't know how to call it. Not that, at least. I don't know. You should at least include it in your um, workflow, I suppose. It's usually a good practice. It's better to start off small and with low faces, low vertices, and so forth, so on and so forth. And then you work your way up. So as you can see at this point, I'm pretty much done with the bottle in itself, and then I'm doing the interior part of the bottle. Um, yeah, I'm pretty much just you know inventing at this point. This is again a very simple modeling job, but it does work, so I don't have a lot of complaints. So yeah, now I'm adding a little bit more geometry. You usually want your quads to be overall the same size. It's usually a good practice. And yeah, now I'm doing the label of the bottle. Again, as you can see, I'm using support edge loops, support edges uh, for the label. You could also use creases, but I found that sometimes the creases can lead to some um, odd effects, I suppose, down the road. So I use it, but very sparingly. So yeah, now I'm putting the label. This label is a very simple thing that I just did in Photoshop, nothing too fancy, but it does give the overall look that I'm looking for. Um, I'm using a HDRI for a world. The way that you can pretty much Google it if you want, but the way that you um, put your HDRI on in your world, like I did, you just need to press Control T, as you can see. So yeah, we're pretty much done. I have a little bit more work on this channel that you're welcome to go and watch. So you can comment down below, like it, subscribe, and I hope you liked it and see you around.